Holla if you hear me. Mix Monday. Mix Monday. Mix Monday. Mix Monday, motherfuckers. This is going to be a good Mix Monday. You're definitely going to want to watch this one. If you are out there in the world of the internet. Oh, fuck. I don't even know how the internet works anymore. I do need to open up this motherfucking Google Chrome over here. Bam. We're going to move this over to this window so people can't see me doing my thing. Because I need to see the chat. Chat, what's up? Chat ain't here yet. But chat, what's up? Over here in the motherfucking house. All right, I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to be responsible this week, and we're going to have a good Mix Monday where I don't get restricted on TikTok for saying things other than F Trump and he's a fascist. Nailed it. Woo! I can say F Trump, right? I don't even know if they can pick that up. If that's like some, like, has the algorithm figured out F Trump yet? If I just say it like that, F Trump, you know? F Trump, you know what I'm saying? F Trump, F Trump. They're not going to know what that is. I hope not, because I said it like 9 times. It is Mix Monday. I have not been drinking for a little while. I'm on the right brain medications now, so we can go a day without drinking, which is amazing. It's amazing the difference that a little bit of sobriety can make. California sobriety, of course. Everybody knows what that means as well. How the fuck? Oh, yeah, right. I do this thing. I got to go view my channel or some shit. I'm live. Here we go. Now we got the chat up over here. I do have to mute it, though. Alec Phallic Moore over here. I know. That's just his name. I didn't come up with that or nothing. All right. This week's going to be cool, man. We're going to do something really fun this week. Something that I've never done before. Something I have never done before. I've never done this. I have never opened up my tracking session and compared it to the stems from the final mix. So I'll be able to drums to drums. I've listened to my mix or my like final tracking mix against somebody's like final mix before many times. I'm often very curious because I'll listen back to a mix and I'll be like, that sounds pretty much like how I recorded it. So what has changed, right? And so I don't often get this opportunity to do this, though, to really look at the individual pieces of the whole thing and see what happened, all right? So if you want to watch this in full fidelity, of course, over on YouTube is the way. If you want to watch this later, you can join my Patreon, and for an amount of money a month that I don't even know because I'm not in charge of it, you can watch all the replays, 32 other hour-and-a-half long episodes at minimum. So I don't know what that is. Somebody do hour math. Hour math is the hardest math to do. Whenever you're like, okay, so how many like 1.5 hour segments make it? Fuck, I'm converted to minutes and then I got to do all that. That's a lot of work, dude. Hour math sucks. So if you are into watching this program right now, you are going to get to do some really cool shit. If you have been here for a minute, I just changed subject really fast because that California sobriety can keep you not as focused on task. Anyway, all right. So this week, here it is. This is the song that we are dealing with. Let's listen to this song real quick.
Honey, I love you like a dove.
This is Miles Wesley. The song is Honey. I recorded this. This is my recorded version, by the way.
Honey, you know that I am fun. I never said that I was not. But what if I right my wrongs? What if I sing my song?
Yeah, I think this is somewhere between Radiohead, Jeff Buckley, and Coldplay most of the time with all the stuff he does. I think his stuff is really interesting. Like, mixing a lot of my favorite, like, this style of music bands. Definitely got some Jeff Buckley to it. Definitely got some Radiohead. Definitely got a little bit of Coldplay at times. It's really cool. Early Coldplay, the good shit. Like the live, a whole bunch of motherfuckers come and join. Do that shit, y'all, right now. I don't know how else to tell you to fucking do it. Do it. Do the shit. Dance, monkeys. Y'all, this is about as greasy of a recording that could ever happen. This is all the things I like to do. This is live drums, live guitars, band tracking. Oh, this whole band tracked at one time. Some overdubs, of course. The vocals were done separately. But this is the type of shit that if Greasy were like, yo, Greasy likes doing some recording, this is my type of recording, right? This is like full band. Let's go through it a little bit. Also, too, I think this is super interesting, right? So, that if you did not know, that was my recording. That's not the mix. That's my final tracking session, right? Where I'm like, okay, we're done. If you thought, holy shit, that sounds incredibly good, like a real mix or whatever, you know, it's because specifically that's how I record. I record with intent the entire time. If you're not recording with intent, you're just kind of throwing shit at the wall. I'll never, like, the whole time I'm sonically looking for where the spaces need filled and adjusting when they get filled by something else. So if something comes in, this is why tracking with a band is so good. This is why the difference between tracking like individual pieces and tracking a whole band. When you track a whole band, you can listen after the first take and be like, okay, this is where everything's sitting and I need to move this and this. These need to go this way. I need to pan this out. That's how I look at like tracking all at once. But if you have like adding pieces at a time, like the way modern production is kind of done a lot of times, where it's like, okay, I made the drums and then I made the bass and then I made the guitars and then, it's like that really doesn't create this space for everything to exist because you don't know where everything's going to be, right? But as a whole band, you get to hear it all right away and you're like, oh, okay, all right, I hear all the things. Also, he did have some demos for this stuff, I think, but we were never going off of them. Like they were intentionally, he even said, I think for this one, that they were intentionally bad so that he didn't accidentally fall in love with them. Like, and I love artists that do that, is like the ones who are like, this is a demo I want to create in the space of a recording situation, not in the making up this song, right? So it's like, I will make a demo that is simple and easy, and then I will use that demo to then bring it into the studio and explode out everything to be like, hey, this was the concept. Now everybody, and this was what we did for this. We had an amazing cast of characters on here. Like Sean Hurley would play bass on this. He's so good. And they all came into the studio and we recorded them all at once. So all of this really it's not just me, but also the players making adjustments too. So it's like that's such a big deal when you have I'm going to play it in just a second. When you have a whole band and everybody's reacting together and everybody's making moves together, and when you're really good, like the amount of times I've worked with Sean Hurley, you know, like I know exactly what he's coming with every single time. So it's like sit back and wait for him and like let him make a decision and then adjust based on what his decision was, because he's going to fix it at his fucking fingers before it even comes to me, you know? If he notices that it's away, he's going to adjust. So, all right, so this is drums. Jeff Hooker, I believe is the dude's name. He's a really good drummer. All right, so real quick, I'm going to play also here. I want to play a bit of this is the final mix. I'm going to fast forward a little bit here. I'll go to like
I never said that I was mine. But what if I write my wrongs? What if I sing my song for you? Would we sink or swim? Would you drown me out?
All right, so I'm going to A-B a little bit too. Here's my final tracking. That's his again. My final tracking. Mine right here. His. All right. First off, the big differences I'd say between my mix and his mix. First off, I don't have any adjustments for really like any volume rides or anything like that. I don't have any like, you know, the vocal is one static line. I don't even have reverb on the vocal because the artist doesn't like to hear his vocal with reverb. So it was like, all right, I'm not going to put any on. I'll let mixing handle all that because like if they're going to do something, they're going to have to do something subtle, but he doesn't really want anything. So I'm just going to let it go. Right. And then everything else is just kind of what it is. Like the bottom of his mix is noticeably less than mine, right? It's like you listen to this hook right here. This is mine. It's drastically and noticeably different, you know, like there is a massive difference in the low end. And I don't know, like maybe that's an artist call. I'm not saying like, no, he did his mix. I don't know who did this mix, but this was a professional mix. Somebody professionally mixed this and mastered this. This is professionally mixed and mastered versus my end. But then I also have the stems here too, which is cool. So, all right, so let's start looking into some of these stems. Because I think that's cool. So first off, let's start with my drums versus his. I tried to balance these out. I tried to make this so it was like a volume somewhat close or whatever. Here's the drums. Let me pull this up. All right, so this is my drums. And then these are his drums. Oh, hold on. Pretty close, to be honest. I don't hear a drastic difference to... These sound almost identical. That's really interesting. I can't really distinguish anything between the two of them that is like sticking out to me, right, as being different. Maybe but seem about the exact same to me overall. All right, so that's interesting. I'm super curious. I didn't look at this before. I wonder what the difference between this and... All right, so these are his stems, right? So this would assume he forewent some master or whatever is on the mastering. So this would assume this is generally his mix.
Would we sink or swim? Would you drown me out? Am I just your friend? Are you out?
That's mine.
I can't.
Yeah, Alec, that is absolutely what's going on. The snare on his mix is noticeably on the final mix. It sounds like more to me like the mastering must have taken like a good chunk out of like the low mids on the because like his mix isn't like that. If you listen to all these drum stems, it's not like that.
Would we sink or swim? Would you drown me out?
All right, I lied. It is.
Am I just your friend? Are you up or down? I can't.
Yeah, no, it's there. It feels like it's there mostly. It's a little bit less, but it's not the same as what's going on in it's not the same as what's going on in the master.
Would we sink or swim? Would you drown me out?
I mean, I'd say my drums are noticeably louder than his drums in his mix for sure, especially in those moments. Those drums get rid. But I mean, that's probably a situation. I probably should have like automated or could have automated those, but I'm not going to in a mix. That's crazy. I mean, to me, there's a ton more body on the snare in my mix versus his, I guess. That's my mix. That's his mix. Sounds like Ozone did all the heavy lifting. Yeah, maybe. Hiding in your... I don't know what you're talking about. I missed something here, probably. How come you're not out in the streets supporting Palestine and the illegals? How dare you let those poor souls down by hiding in your $1 million control room? Bro, that's really funny. This idiot thinks I have $1 million control room. Oh, God, dude. I'm sorry I missed this. I wish I would have been here this whole time because I love when people are dumb as hell, man. That's awesome, man. I love dumb people, dude. Honestly, America is so amazing right now because of all the stupid people that exist. And I'm so glad that some of them find their way into my chat to harass me about protesting. Bro, don't worry about me. When the time comes, I will fucking be in the goddamn streets doing my fucking job, making no fucking mistake. You just don't fucking come out for nothing. You gotta wait for the right moment. A goddamn fucking killing machine. That's all I'm saying. Don't turn that into a fucking clip. I love that scene in We Were Soldiers, the Mel Gibson movie, when like the master sergeant's walking around and he's like, aren't you gonna get it? And he was like, man, when it comes time for me to have, there'll be plenty around. Don't worry, you know. That's me, man. I don't know, fucking, yeah. I'm gonna be out in the streets. Don't worry. Don't worry, y'all. Don't worry, y'all. I'll be in the fucking streets. Write that shit down. Anyway, I don't know if I guess that guy left. Fuck that guy. Oh, wait. No, he's still here. Oh, chicken wing. Yay, that's fun. Man, I'm I'm POS. Cool. Bro, this is amazing. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, stay up in there. Stay up in that chat, Chicken Wing. I'll check over here anyway, you know. All right, so back to what I was talking about. So that was the drum kit. Now let's take a look at guitars. Next up, we got some acoustic guitar in here. Let's listen. That's his acoustic guitar. God damn it. Not a massive difference between his guitar and my guitar. This is mine. That's his. No, that's just one guitar. That's just one guitar. That is just one singular acoustic guitar. Yeah, more. I think overall, I think that's the big takeaway from this whole thing is that I definitely have more low mids in my mix and more lows. There's more lows and more low mix. Now, maybe that's probably knowing this artist. That's probably part of his thing, right? Because we always record it and then he takes it out. But I do think it feels like it was taken out in stages, all like at different amounts, and that it was somewhat detrimental to the situation, you know, to the mix itself. Because this to me feels, especially in here, it just seems so tame and like so less interesting to me. And I guess maybe that's probably part of my problem too. On the acoustic guitar, I was using that Muro AC8 that I have, the Lollipop mic, I'm pretty sure. And I don't remember what he played. He had a nice guitar though. It was pretty decent. It wasn't like a Martin though, it was something else, but it was nice, I remember. And yeah, and it sounds good. I think the big takeaway is like I just have a lot more low mids and lows in my mix. And overall, I'd say my mix is much more dynamic, but that's probably also largely in part to the fact that one, I don't have any compression. Like, look, you can see I don't have any compression. These drums that are on here that I listen to here, those are raw drums. There's nothing on those drums. There's a tiny bit of ring in that snare. Maybe I could have like dealt with. I don't mind those though. Usually that's kind of nice. Somewhere around there. There it is. Like an overtone somewhere there. I don't know. Usually it doesn't come out that much in a mix.
How can I recover?
There. Oh, this is on. I mean, those are pretty good sounding drums for completely bare bones, nothing drums. Like, there's literally nothing there. So, here, compare those again. Sounds like he's got a little bit more room in his drums there.
But you leave so much.
Yeah, so that was that. Let's listen to the bass. Let's see if there's a big difference in the bass. I'm doubting it, but let's hear. Wow. That's interesting. That's an interesting choice. Huh. That's not me. That's something he did. I mean, that's the source. I can't believe he went that hard with a fuzz on Sean's tone. That's pretty wild. I mean... I'm curious now. I mean, it's not sticking out that bad, but
Honey, love you like I am.
it's interesting. I mean, that's not a cab, though. It's like, I mean, no, it's like, I'm pretty sure that's not a reamp. It sounds too thin and plasticky to me. Like, it sounds too much like, it sounds like shitty overdrive on like a fake amp is what it sounds like to me. Sounds like shit is what it sounds, but it's working. I mean, I'll give it to him. It's working.
But if I right my wrongs, what would we think us?
Hey, look, this is another thing. It's like, this isn't fair ever, and like I should shut the fuck up and not ever say anything like this. This is somebody else's mix, and you don't know whenever you're doing some shit that what somebody was dealing with, what situation. Now I know what I handed him, but like, you don't know what in the final mix they were like, the client like said to them, or you know, like, so people like have to make decisions sometimes based on the client. Sometimes the client's like, hey, I want this. Sometimes they think it's the best decision. Sometimes it's the only thing that's working for them in the mix. And honestly, I wouldn't have guessed that that's what it sounded like whenever I heard the mix. So you know, it's, if it gets you there, it gets you there. If it gets you there, it gets you there. That's the only thing I ever say, you know? Yeah, you don't know somebody's conditions at home. Maybe they're sad. Maybe they got problems. Maybe their dog just got sick and they got to take it to the vet or whatever, man. Like, you don't know. Get to the vet or whatever, man.
Whoops.
Like, you don't know. That's not what I was on. I was on this. There we go. Anyway, they wife beats them for sure. All right, so that was the bass. Let's go to the electric guitar. We got electric guitar here. Let's hear some of that. I'm going to find these two guitars. There's another guitar. I think I'm going to do this one too. Oh, it's got to be this one maybe. Is it this one?
What?
Oh, it's going to be this one too. Might as well just do all the guitars. Fuck them. No, we didn't use a rotary speaker on this. I don't know what I was doing. I can look, really. It's one of these. Yeah. Is this one? No, it was no, it was that one, right? Or is it this one? Yeah, this one. No, this is just the trem on the cab, but we doubled it. That's what I did. Trem on the cab and the doubler sometimes sounds like a fucking, because it's not going to be perfectly timed and shit. So it sounds like a rotary cab. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of an old trick, is like, do a doubled tremolo guitar is also the same kind of as like a Leslie. If you do the exact same thing twice, you can like kind of do like a Leslie effect with it. Now, I like also just like reamping Leslies and shit like that. I think that's really cool. But this is like the poor man's Leslie is to have the doubled tremolo guitar. Keep the speed the same and everything. You won't play it in the exact same time. It'll be just slightly off, but it's going to be perfect. Here it is. Here, I played it. But here it's like kind of got almost like a Leslie effect to it. And then pan them left and right, obviously. It's like, whoo. I comment on all your stuff. See me. Curse was given. Cool. I see you, Curse. Yeah. So that was a cool little thing. I will like come down here and see what they got going on with their guitars. I feel like they generally had. Oh, where's it at? Oh, maybe this one. No. Why is there no guitar? Is this in the wrong? No. Oh, no. I don't. Oh, maybe it's just missing. Is that missing? I don't hear it.